What's up guys, Retro Gamer Gen X here, and today we're going to be playing Track and Field 2 on the NES. This was released in 1988, and I used to love this game when I was a kid, and in fact, with one of these NES Advantage controllers right here, makes this game real pleasurable, I should say, to play. Instead of having to mash buttons, like you can just kind of adjust the turbos and just other things. It just makes it really cool. But let's go ahead and get started here, guys. Alright, so training mode is just that. It just basically takes you through training. We're going to do Olympic mode, though, so you guys can kind of get the whole feeling of this. It like has this little intro and everything when you fly in on the plane and all that, so let's go ahead and do that. It'll be the U.S. Alright, so here we come on the plane here, doing whatever. Oh yeah. And waving. It's kind of cool because this is like one of the first games, well, you know, Nintendo is like one of the first systems that actually started doing like these intros and stuff like that to games. Especially like these sports games like the Tecmo Bowls and like Track and Field and other games like that. And then cut scenes within like other games, like you have different cut scenes and stuff. So this was really one of the first systems that did kind of that thing. But I'm not going to let us sit here and just watch this. This goes on for a few minutes as we watch all the countries walk by. So we're just going to hit this and kind of continue on here, guys. So anyway, guys, I just kind of wanted to bring up something that's been bugging me for a little while. And I've been seeing a lot of videos about this too. And I find it really hilarious. But one of the things that really bugs me is a company called DKOldies. I'm pretty sure everybody's heard about them. You all know about it. You've seen all the videos about them. But what's funny is I heard that they've been around for like 20 years or something like that. But I really haven't heard about them until like the last couple years. And I remember telling myself like a couple years ago, like, man, if retro gaming is getting this expensive, I don't think I'm gonna get back into that hobby, because I was just seeing what they were selling their systems for, and at the time I was like, well, yeah, I guess maybe they're refurbished, maybe they're in good condition, this kind of stuff, maybe, you know, maybe they are worth this much nowadays. But I'm like, man, now that all the controversies coming out and with the stickers and not opening them, you know, them actually opening them up and cleaning them out and recapping them and doing all this kind of stuff and selling them for the prices that they're getting them. So basically what they're doing is getting Goodwill consoles that they're probably buying at Goodwill for like 50, 60 bucks if that, and they're turning around, cleaning the outside up, and it's basically selling them for like $200, $300 for a system with knockoff third-party controllers. You have to upgrade to get better controllers. Man, crazy. But anyways, as you guys saw, I just finished fencing. We're just gonna rock through this. But this triple jump, I might not be able to make it through this one, guys. I kind of suck at this one. So let's. I gotta concentrate here. So as you can see, I just gotta hit it, but it's the angle that you have to go at here. And I think, yeah, I might have got it, actually. Oh, just at 15 meters. Wow. So I just qualified, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, guys, DKOldies, I don't know what the hell is going on. I mean, that company is just plain freaking ridiculous. It's like, why? Oh, see, now I screwed up. But who in their right mind would want to pay that much for like a Nintendo? $200-300 for a Nintendo? Even if it was like completely like recapped and actually refurbished, I wouldn't pay $250 for a Nintendo, especially one that's not complete in the box. I just don't get it, guys. I really don't get it. So I can't really feel sorry for the people that have purchased consoles from them. Now their games are kind of reasonable, but I'm not a game collector anyway, guys. I do the flash cards and download the ROMs and all that kind of stuff. I am not into the software as much as I am into the hardware. I'm more of a hardware guy. Definitely more of a hardware guy. I like opening them up and seeing what makes them tick and all that kind of stuff. So here we are in swimming, guys. Ah, damn it. Went a little fast there. Let's try that again. That time I was slow to it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get him, I think. Yep. And we're qualified. Had to have 50 seconds, so we're good there. But yeah, guys, I just don't get that whole thing. It's like, I mean, honestly, put it down in the comments. Would you guys buy a Nintendo for like $300, not in a box, not with the manuals, not with the styrofoam, not with... I'm like, really? It just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. So I can't really feel sorry for... Oh, and then in between events here... Sorry, guys, I'm going to interrupt again. In between events here, we have the expedition events. So you can do hang gliding, gun firing, stuff like that. I'm not going to show you that. We'll do it the next time. I just want to kind of get through a few of these here. Because I might not complete this one either. We'll see. There's a few of them that are just hard. I honestly, this one I don't really know how to do it or what to do here. So I just kind of wing it. I fake it till I make it on this one. Yeah, that sucked. I just like pushing buttons. I should probably get the instructions out and find out what the heck you're really supposed to do here. But I have absolutely no idea. That was horrible there. Wow. Yeah, I'm not going to pass this one, guys. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I beat that one, guys. So, yeah. So that'll be the end of the game. They'll just finish there because you didn't qualify or whatnot. That's the kind of way it works. Alright, here we go with the clay pigeon shooting. So this is fun. Oh crap, I am like really screwing up here. Let me try that again. There we go. I swear every time I start playing games on YouTube, guys, I end up sucking. It's the pressure. The pressure. It's the pressure, that's what it is. I don't know what I'm still doing wrong here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Bam, easy. But anyway, guys, yeah, I don't know. And then I see these YouTube channels, these guys that have like millions of subscribers and stuff like that. So you know they have the money to be able to buy these consoles, to do these reviews and stuff. But I'm kind of thinking in the back of my mind, guys, it's like, I remember way back in like the 90s when they started coming out with like the ratings on music and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? And bands like, you know, Twisted Sister and Ice-T and all these other kind of bands and rap groups. I remember Ice-T once, and this is what I thought was funny. I remember on an interview back then, they had asked him about how he felt that they were basically had a whole pile of his CDs and they were taking a steamroller and rolling them, you know, over and crushing them, and you know, this kind of thing. All the activists. And he said, well, it don't really matter to me. They bought it. They paid me, so they can do whatever they want to do with it. So that's how I think DKOldies is kind of feeling about these guys that do these retro reviews, you know, on their stuff, and just kind of show them how bad the quality is of their refurbishments, you know, are. Well, you guys paid for the console, so we still got the money, so who cares? You know, I think that's kind of the way they feel about it. It's like, and I kind of see that perspective of it too. I'm like, okay, you know, I sure in the hell am not going to buy a console from DKOldies. I would never would, and not even for a review, because I could care less. I'm not going to try to support a company that's ripping people off. I mean, clearly. I mean, it's not even you don't get it boxed, you don't get it manuals, you don't get anything with it. You just get a console and some third-party knockoff controller. I'm like, what is really going on with that situation, guys? And people still buy it for that amount of money? It just... Go to a garage sale, go to an estate sale, go somewhere like that to go buy your video game consoles, your retro ones. You don't... You know, I used to say go to eBay, but even nowadays, eBay is horribly expensive for anything. It's just ridiculous because, yeah, once again, eBay got greedy over the years too, and because of fees that they give to the sellers and all that. I did the eBay thing a few years back, and I refuse to ever sell on eBay again because of the crap that was going on. I mean, I would totally refurbish the system, like from the inside out, recap it, do this, clean the hell out of it, send it off, and then somebody would complain that it's not working. I'm like, dude, I tested it for like 16 hours and played it. It works just fine. Oh, well, it doesn't work. And I'm like, well, take a picture. Or they said something was broken, like the case was broken, or the shell was broken, or a button was broken off or something. I'm like, well, take a picture and show me. And of course, they never would. But then eBay always sides with the people that are the buyers and not the sellers. So, yeah, I kind of give up on eBay at that point, too. Because I always told the people that would complain, I'm like, well, send in the system back to me. I'll repair it. Oh, no, I want my money. I'm like, yeah, no. So, a rip-off or a rip-off or a rip-off. That's just the way eBay works, too, guys. So if you're going to sell, I would suggest selling on like Marketplace or Craigslist or, you know, your local like flea market or something like that if you're going to sell systems. Because eBay definitely is not the way to go these days. Now, back in the old school days of eBay, oh my God, it was so great when eBay first started, guys. I remember like the early 2000s, late 90s. eBay was just, you could find so many great deals for things on eBay. But yeah, nowadays it's nearly impossible. Everybody thinks, you know, something that's a little old is rare and vintage and it's worth a freaking shit ton of money. Not really. Not really. See, I didn't even qualify for this, guys. I'm shooting the shit more than I am anything else. All right, hammer throw. So we're definitely not going to make it past this point. The hammer throw, even if I qualify here, it'll end the game because the other two I didn't qualify for. All right, this one's hard. So what I kind of got to do is do like that, I think. Hey, look at that. I actually qualified for that one. Amazing. And I'm sorry, guys, if you hear like a whole bunch of diesel trucks next door. These guys, literally, they're diesel truck mechanics, and there's big-ass diesel trucks going back and forth out of their property all the time. So if you guys pick up that on the mic, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but one just went by. It sounded like, you know, a freaking big old Mack truck going by. And that's what that is. Alright, qualified again, so that's pretty good. Now this controller makes it real easy, but with the D-pad, because you got to go around in a circle with this. Even with this, it's a little hard to do. Ah, I slipped. This one's going to suck. Am I even going to get 50 on this one? Oh, just barely. Right on, though. Alright guys, so I think that's about the end of this. It's going to be game over for me here because I didn't qualify for the first two events. But I did just kind of wanted to show you guys this game. This was one of my favorite NES games back in the day. I just used to love playing this with friends and family and other people. It was just one of those competitive games that just was really cool to play with people. Two-player, you know, that type of thing. And I believe you could even use the power pad on this. I want to say, didn't this come with the Nintendo? Is that 3 thing with the Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, and this? I think it did, honestly. So this could be a power pad game, too, to be able to play on the power pad. But anyway, guys, like I said, I'm going to get out of here. Sorry about all my ranting about DKOldies and eBay, but I just, you know, one of those things I kind of got to get off my chest. I really hate when I see the price of retro video games now. I mean, I know they're getting old and, you know, but things that aren't boxed and aren't completed and just crap that they're trying to sell. Oh, look at my totally yellow SNES system that's cracked and has one controller, and oops, it's untested, and I'm still selling it for $250. I mean, I'm like, what the hell is going on these days? So, like I said, if you guys are looking for any of these vintage game consoles or old computers and stuff like that, check estate sales. That is probably the #1 place to get this kind of stuff. Because the people from that, you know, were like businessmen and stuff in like the 70s and 80s are now all keeling over. And all their old Osbornes and Apples and all these old computers they've had up in the attic to their houses forever are coming down on these estate sales. And nobody knows what these things are worth. They just think, oh, old electronics, unless they really start looking at them. And I've gone to some estate sales and just seen some really, really good deals on stuff. Garage sales are pretty good too, but they like to hackle with you a little bit more than they do on estate sales. And then, of course, you got Goodwill, but even Goodwill nowadays is starting to learn that these old systems they can get crap ton of money for. And so they end up selling it on like the Goodwill auction site or whatever, that type of thing. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have a great one. Peace out.